So I see that you all are getting settled into your rooms and playing around even through the day and night with each other, going by yourself into rooms with notepads and medical knives, coming from the teaching that we have here, in-person testing, live executions, new beginnings. It is so wonderful to see you all here. But I do have another necromancy lesson for you all in a few days, so look forward to that. But in the meantime, I would say talk to Mr. Wagaloo, since you have had a conversation with me already. Baiba, it seems that you look tired for this late in the night. Usually I would see you sneakfully scampering through rooms looking for items of hollow value, fingernails, toe clippings, washed away puke that has dripped and dried through the days. Tell me what is wrong.
It is just, I saw things that I needed for my potions and vials, and someone took them from my room when I was gathering the rest of my tools. I understand that we have a surplus of new and old, but that does not mean that we have to stoop so low to steal and at least not give the rest to other people. It is only happening because they do not want me to bring back a certain person so I can ask her my questions about her past and future.
Well, maybe she is not a good candidate to write about. Maybe you should do it on another woman like Marie Curie or Agnatus. They have something to do with science, Baiba, rather than this gaudy Nellie Bly you speak of so highly. I know that we have to bring someone back to life for our projects next week, but can you at least do it with a woman that has been in the scientific field?
I have gathered so many things to bring this knowledge back to life, and no look, I will not be doing it on that woman. That was just the first suggestions that was in a book that Mr. Sulnoki gave us, and I wanted to at least have a stomped ground to move forward with the project.
I think we should all look at the books that he gave us and at least write some names down so we can move on and finish part of the project. I mean, if we all go to the library sometimes out of our day, we can maybe figure something out.
I do not think that we should rush things, though. I have always heard that time will tell when it needs to be done. But there are so many women and men in the field of science, I do not know which one to choose. Maybe I will look some up while I am eating here. Hey Sasabek, pass me some ketchup.
Sure. Here.
It seems that you do not know what to do your projects on, no matter. You do not have to rush by any means. I want it laid out and planned methodically. I do not care about which scientist you do it on, but I would like for you four to be in two teams. Biba with Kaluk and Sasabek with Palzu. Realize that there is a date that it needs to be finished, but this is not a classroom, so take as much time as you need to.
Well, okay, that would work, but we still have to find someone to bring back from the dead and then ask them the questions that Dr. Sulnoki asked us to ask them. Come on, Kaluk, we are going to the library.
Alright, but I would like to relax first and think about someone in the methods of brain surgery or body transformations. Or we can brainstorm, that is good too.
I think we will just sit in the back and write down some things before we move. Running head-on into battle is suicidal if you do not have a plan.
Exactly. And since we have this paper all the time in here to write down other things I say, it is the perfect time to lash them with doubt. Not for now, but I feel like they will pick someone who has faltered in the scientifical field a time or two.
Palzu and Sasabek, we will under no circumstances sabotage, mock, or destroy anyone's work here. Now I would say go to the other rooms and find the items and tools that you need to make your project, and tell the other two that if anyone needs me, I will be in my lab. So for now, goodbye.
I think we should do it on Alan Turing. He is the founding father of AI, as well as a distinguished logician.
Alan Turing. He was born June 23, 1912 in West London, England, and lived in Maida Vale. It says here that he was an orphan for some of his life. Those types of places are infested with corrupt people, and even more disgusting living conditions. He was widely interested in science, as we all are, but since he lived in certain foster homes, he could not get the tools to uphold his dreams. For now. Shame. Even his mother did not believe in him. She wanted him to be a genius child, a prodigy, as you will. It says here that he was accepted into a boarding school called Sherborne School and was still a problem child to his mother. But he met a friend named Christopher Morcom. I am assuming that they played around with beakers and light switches for entertainment throughout their days. It seems that he had no one since Christopher died rapidly of tuberculosis in 1930. I feel like Alan was never a child to give up so easily, though, because he wondered about his friend after he died, thinking that his soul lived on in matter. I feel like we do not know when we are going to die, nor how we are going to leave this earth, but he took his death as a chance to make something greater of himself and learned quantum mechanics to see what the world had to offer him in this rigorous field. In 1931 he attended King's College, University of Cambridge. For reasons unknown he was turned into a homosexual. He created here we go, the Turing test. He used this to educate and twist young minds into learning about his work, and he was also called a professor by many. In World War II he kept his brainchild a secret, working for the government day in and day out, crafting ways to bring dead voices to life, bringing waves to ACE, also known as automatic computing engine. Some people said that it was expensive for the times, but he kept at it with a smile and stride in his step. In 1948 he left this project and went to work out a new computer program called the Manchester Mark I. And again he would try to see if the computer could emit any human life, any human emotions in their codes. So many things were moving so right in his direction, until it abruptly stopped in 1952. Since being a homo was illegal back in those days, someone broke into his house and robbed him for all he had, and he went to prison for gross indecency. He knew who it was who robbed him, but he did not want to make these rumors reality, because he would be shamed and ripped from the one thing that he loved, science. He tried to take estrogen injections to curb his sexual feelings, but alas, he killed himself, poisoning an apple with cyanide and laying there. Police surrounded his room as he slept there dead in his bed.
So many things through time could have been invented and or created if we did not pick on someone because of their sexual orientation or skin color. But there's so many like Alan who got shifted out of their jobs and lives because of their personal endeavors. But that is why we have AI, because of him. So at least his projects were not a total waste of time and money. He was a scientist through and through, and no one could ever take that away from him. But I think we finished our writing project. Now we have to bring him back to life to confirm and analyze this for proof.
Well, that is the hard part. We do know where he is buried, but they have guards and other things around him. Maybe you take out the guards, and I will grab his body. This will be a great work to science in the future.
All right, but we have to be quick and swift. Dead bodies regardless are not easy to move, and we have to either burn his body after, or return it in its later on condition.